If you could tell me, we can take care of those questions first.
After you can run the data as
Okay. Okay,
yes,
fine.
major thing.
Okay, fine. So you have already these tables, right? I'll continue. Let me check whether these tables are having some data or not. Maybe you populated these tables?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So let me continue. Let me continue with my session then. So as you have asked me in the last session how to remove this window down, it's Control R. Okay, again Control R to get back that. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so let me, as you have got the data, so let us continue with from where we stopped last time. I think we were at somewhere around 17th or 18th thing.
17th one.
17th one, right? Okay. 7, 13, 14, 17th. Okay. So RFM analysis, this is, have you gone through this on YouTube sometime like this one? Let me tell you on a brief note, what is this about? Now, this is a analysis which is used to find out about the recency, the frequency, and monitoring. For your customer base, when you want to segment the customers into loyal customers, high spenders, at-risk customers, and dormant customers. So basically, we are segmenting, like we are dividing the customer group based into these four categories. Loyal customers who keep on doing repeat purchase for your products, they are called as loyal customers. High spenders, they are just below loyal customers. They don't do that much business, that much purchases when compared to the loyal customers, the value wise. Okay. At risk customers, like they are the customers who can switch to any brand anytime. Like, so there are 50-50 chances that they may buy your product or may not buy your product. And dormant customers are lost customers, they churned already. Okay. So this kind of analysis is used to identify your who is your loyal customer, who is your high spending customer, who is your customers who are at risk, and who are the customers who you lost already. So these things, if you want, so there is an analysis called as RFM. R stands for day since last purchase, means what is the recent date or time when you purchase your company's product. Frequency, like number of purchases, like how many purchases he has done in the past. And monitor is how much revenue the company got from that customer or from those customers. So that is called as, so based on these things, you will categorize customers into loyal, high spenders, at risk customers, and dormant. So company have certain uh, revenue per customer. So if they are doing more than that revenue, then they are loyal, and some window of spending high, and they are doing some medium kind of business at risk, and they are not doing. That is, they have done. Means their last credit purchase was 5 months, 6 months back. This query will just give the some information about when did they did the last purchase and how many transactions they did and what is the revenue generated. Very simple query. If you know group by, then it's fine. So when you, so basically I'm using this table sales. Now I want customer ID because this table doesn't have a customer. Is it? Let me check what is there in this table. Select star from, not group by, sales. So let's see what data is there. So we have got the sale ID, customer ID, product ID. So there is no customer name. The customer name is there in customer table. Okay, I will show you how you can join, you can get that customer name also. But right now I'm interested in knowing when did this customer did, because see, there is one transaction here. On 5th Jan, he did the transaction. When did another transaction he did? On 3rd of March 2025. Okay, there is no other. So in that case, what we do is we try to know the customer ID and max. When did he did the last purchase? So based on these two records, I want which one? As per these two records, here it is 5th Jan and here it is. So this is his last purchase. Think this is 2026. Okay, 2 months back. Just forget about the year now. So what we are trying to do is this max date will give the max on which from this to for that customer. This will return 10th of March. Then from today's date, we are doing a date diff. So date diff has three parameters. Like you want this is one date and get date will give the current date, which is today's date. So between these two dates, I want to have the difference in what, not in months, I want in days. So date diff, give me the difference between this date and this date. Get date will return the current date. If you want to just check what does this give, select get date. You see it will give current date and time. Now you see it giving me current date and time. So that now from current date and time, I'm subtracting for every customer, I'm subtracting from current date time the max sale date when he did the max, and I'm subtracting in terms of day. So what's the difference between today and his last purchase? And then I'm doing difference using date diff function. Okay, it's a simple function, most widely used. Select date diff. Okay, so if you want to know between 2 days, what's the difference day wise? Like I will give 2 dates. Let's say I have 2026. Let's say 1st of January, and take another date. So I'll take to another date as May 1st and close this. Now I am trying to get the difference between these two dates in terms of days. So you write like this. When you run this, you see, so the difference between 1st of May and 1st of Jan 2026 is 120 days, which is almost 4 months. Okay. Now instead of that, I'll give this get date. Now it will take from today's date till 1st of January. How many days are there? Which is 139 days. So this is how you can use. No, I don't want day. I want month difference. What is the month difference? How many months are there between two dates? Today's date and this hard-coded date. So how many months are there? 4. So that is a date diff. You can learn more about this function. You can go to Google and go to SQL Server and try to search on that function. Just see what it does and what are. There are many ways using which you can use this function. Date diff. So date diff here, or take this. Now you see there are, in what way, see you can find year difference also between this date and this date. There are the difference is how many years? 11 and 2017. Try yourself. You can, it will give you the output also. Okay, you can learn from this tutorial, which is called as W3 schools. You can learn SQL Server, all the things, whatever you want to learn. It's a very basic and easy tutorial where you can learn about SQL Server, distinct, order by. Simply you can just go through example by example. It will teach you everything. Okay, so date diff, we are at this
Is
now.
that free access?
Yeah, it's a free website. Just type this. It very basic. It will show. Now you are in a good means you will learn very fast because already you have gone through much of the uh, um, go through this.
Okay.
Try to access that. Try to access that and let me know. Access that. Then hello.
Oh, yeah, done. I'm sorry, mute is coming. Yeah, done.
Okay, okay. Just go. Just try to search here SQL Server on the search bar. SQL Server. Just select that. Then you'll go there SQL Server, and you learn bit by bit what are SQL Server, what is select command, intro, everything will be there. And you will have a editor to run your queries also. For example, this select, what does select command do? Select star from customers, try yourself, go there. So when you run this SQL, it has some data already. So it will show that data like this one. It has got customer name and city. So see here, this record has, it gives this, there is some sample data will be there database with some records and all. So you'll go step by step. You'll see all, it will try to explain everything with examples. Just you need to go try yourself. It will execute this command. So where, order
Okay.
by, and you go one by one. You'll learn in a very simple and a basic way, easily understandable. Since you have gone through all these things, inner join, left join, full join, self join, union, group by, having uh, these things.
Okay.
So just go through them. Foreign key, primary key, views. We have done all these things. Just go through one by one.
Okay.
So that is how we use. You can learn things. If now I want customer ID. The difference between today's date and his max date. I'm using a function. I'm not giving a. Suppose I don't want to group. Okay. Simply can I run this? Yes. Take that command. Now I don't want to group. So what I'll do is I'll remove this max. There is no group by function. I'll remove this, and I don't want even count also. I don't want to sum also. Okay. And I'll give a star after that. Okay. Just run this. I want customer ID or no need of customer ID. Just first column is this, then all columns after that. Select first difference and give me all the columns after that. So run this query just to see that. Now you see, I'm giving this column as recency. Just that means for this particular record only, because now I'm not grouping. For this particular record, sale date is this. Between this date and this date, what is the difference? How many days? 500 days. Because
500 days.
yes, that's how we are differentiating this date and with this date. We are not, I'm not grouping. For the same record is here. Okay. So difference between March 10 and this day is 436. Now what I'm doing, trying to do is, I don't want this way. I want to group the customers and then find out the max date and the difference. So I write this query. If I do count of this sale ID, it will give how many orders this guy, every guy has done because of the count function. Sale ID, because for every transaction, sale ID will be unique. So when you do a count on it, it will give the count of that sale ID for that customer, because we have got two different sale ID, right? When we saw this, you see here, sale ID is one here, sale ID. So count of these two is what? Two. So that means he has done two transactions. So sum in, will sum those two records sum. Now you see, customer ID one, where since how many days it didn't purchase? 436, because we are using what? Get date. Because from today's date we are doing. Since last 436 days, he didn't purchase anything. How many purchases he did? 2. How much business he did? Like this. So if you have got good data, then you will see exact difference. Like some customers will give more value, more frequencies. So if I'm just giving a note, like for example, this customer, don't go by these numbers because we are having very like 2025 data and we are comparing with the get date, today's date. Think about this is some number and say frequency 400 and here 10,000. So based on the frequency of purchase, we can say he is very loyal and also value is generating. That's what this one means, loyal customer. Next, based on these other, say for example, this is 50 like that. So, and this is some 5,000. So based on these parameters like recency and what frequency is trying to purchase, like he purchasing 2,000, 3,000 times, then you will try to categorize them. Now that guy is a loyal and next guy is high spender, and based on the count you can segment, like you can categorize your customer as these. Then that analysis is called as RFM analysis. You can just Google it or go to YouTube and find out what is RFM analysis. You'll get to know in detail, like just for your information. These are all very common frequency analysis which we do in projects. Just go through this. Why we use this RF analysis for customer segmentation means you loyal customers, at-risk customers, or high spender customers, or dormant customers. So go through this. So there is some good tutorials on it. RFM analysis, what we do, how we do it in Excel. I'm trying to show in SQL Server, but you can do RFM analysis in Excel also. Okay, but in this examples, we are using SQL Server and trying to study this based on this sales data. But in Excel also you can do with some formulas and all. So just go through that. Next, we have a ranking based on sales. This already we did so many times this query. It's not, so what I'm showing product ID, which product is I want to rank by their sales amount. Like I want to know product ID, how much that product has been sold, and rank I'm giving. Rank over order by sum based on the amount. I'm trying to give the rank for each and every product ID. Now I see product ID 104. If I don't give rank, it will just give product and its revenue. See here, like this. If you get here, what I'm trying to do, I want to show which product, how much time this product ID, like 101, 101, and okay, 2 times it has been sold. What is the amount? 199 plus 199. So sum them up. Okay, so in that case, what I will do, I'll try to do product ID, sum of amount, because this is the column, and I'm giving the column name as revenue. Now, when you run this, now you see this product 199 plus 199, 398. So this product, this much revenue, this product. But I want, along with that, I want the rank, which product was sold more, and I want to rank them. So we use rank function, rank over, but I want to do rank based on the revenue generated. That means based on the sum, like whatever I am doing here, I want to rank based on that sum. Do that. Why descending? The top one first, whichever the amount is more, I want to show that. And you can give any column name. Here I'm giving column name as revenue rank. And I want to group by product ID because I'm trying to use this product wise. I'm trying to show the revenue and rank. Now this product, the rank one because highest sale. Next 105, 799, 798, 398. So this way you rank. So when you get the data, You want to know like which product is selling more, then you write this query. So this product 104, I don't know what is this product, how you do that. I'll try to, what I'll try to do, I'll try to join with which table, products. On which column, product ID. I want to know the product name, which is that product. So I give alias name here, this A, or you can give a relevant name S, and here I'll give P. So S dot product ID equal to P dot product ID. Now, so this is coming from S. Give that, because otherwise, because both the tables have same column, so you have to specify S, and this has the product name. So S dot product name. Okay, type as product. Let me check what is the column name. Select star from products. That's the column name. You've got product name. P dot product name. Now you see ambiguous column name product ID. Because we have got two tables, like in both the tables we have got product ID. Here it's giving error here, because from which table you want to show this, because sales table has product ID, product table has product ID. Ambiguous column name means, ambiguity means there is a confusion. SQL Server is not able to decide from which table you want to show this column. So either you can say S or you can say P there. It's up to you. I run this. Now I gave this product name, right? Is there, you have to use the same column in group by also. So whatever column you specify in the select when you're using group, the same thing should come in the group by also, because I forgot to put this here group by, because I'm using product ID. So product ID is a product name. So you have to use the same number of columns what you are specifying. Don't take other columns because they are used in functions. So never use these columns, like don't put amount here, don't put this thing. So whatever is without aggregation, use those columns in the group by. So product name 104, which is postpaid silver, mostly sold, then postpaid gold, next sold, next mostly sold, then recharge 399, next mostly sold, then recharge 199, next mostly sold. So this way you try to identify the best selling products. That's the query. And now detect declining sales. Let me take this. So now just try to run inside what is happening there in the inner query. I'm showing product ID from sales, and I'm trying to show sale date in terms of year and month. I'm formatting. If I give sale date, it will give month, year 2025-04-01, but I don't want to display that as it is. I want to format that date in terms of year and month. So I want this format, and product ID, sale date. Okay, the same thing. When you group it, you have to use the same. I'm grouping it by product ID. See, this is not aggregated function. So, sir, you told that whichever columns are within function, don't use it. I told that the columns under aggregation don't make in the group. But this is a formatting function. So I want to group by these two, which is fine. So group by product ID and this. Now you see here product ID. We're trying to show what is the month, year, and then sale.
Month and year.
Yeah. So I'm trying to show in this format. That is why we are using this kind of format function. I want to show in year and month. Okay. Now from this, I'm getting this. So this is my CT. The same thing, like I can just run this, select star from. Yes, so I can run this immediately. So same query which I run, you can get this way. But based on this output, I want to do further analysis on it. I want to write something else. So what I want to do, I want to show this. Already we have done this query. Like, so what does this lag function will do? What I am doing here, from this query, I am getting product ID and sum. Okay. Now when you run this, you get like this data. But I am trying to get previous value and then subtract it. So for this record, there is no previous value, that will be null. For this record, the previous cell is 199. For this record, previous cell is 299. So that I'm trying to get that thing. Product ID, okay, month year, okay, here, revenue is here, okay. Now lag function will give the previous value. So when you're trying to do lag, you have to partition the data on product ID, order by month year as previous sales revenue. Run this. Now you see, for product ID, there was no previous record. So it will return null value. For second record, there is a previous value. Okay. So I'm showing that previous value here. So this way you do that. But what we are doing, we are trying to group. Now this product 102, for this, is there a previous value? It's not 199, it's previous value, because this is a different product. 102, but there is no 102 before it. That's why it is showing null here, because we are, see, internally what we are doing, we are grouping. We are partitioning on product ID. Can you see this?
Yeah.
When you partition on product ID, then these two is one set. Okay, for this record, there is no previous value, so it is null. But for this record, there is a previous value, one, it is showing this. Now for this record, don't tell that for this previous value is 199, because we are partitioning on product ID. So there will be a subset of product IDs. So for this, there is no set of records. For this, yes, there is there. For this record, there is no previous one for this category 103, so null. For this, there is a 103, yes, so it is showing the previous value is 99. That's why partition comes, like it is, you're trying to subset, you're trying to make partition of the data based on the product ID, and that order by month and year. So you see month and year order by 102. If you do descending, now you see what you will get. See, 101, February is coming first, then this is coming. So you have to be very careful, like based on your requirement, you have to do either order by ascending or order by descending within that partitioning. So by default, it is ascending. We have done these queries many times. Let's go through. Now, we also did like, I want difference between this and this value and this value. So what you do, comma, if you want to have difference, revenue minus the same thing you write again as difference. Run like this. Now you see this value minus, because we are doing right this difference, revenue minus, but there is no previous value, so null. So null, any value minus null is null. So previous value is what? 99. There is no 99 minus 99, 0. Just go through this. It's very simple.
There is no differences.
Yeah. So no difference. That's how you can make out like. So go through these things. Already we have done so many commands on this uh, lead function, lag function, how to compare previous data with the current data, say all those things. Let's go through that. The market basket analysis. This is also another important analysis when compared to sales. You take any segment, FMCG or telecom or any other things, something like bundled offer, like food and beverages companies. What they do generally, when you buy a burger, they will make you to buy French fries with the burger and a cool drink with the burger. That kind of an thing is called as market uh, basket analysis. Previously, people used to buy only burger. Then they started making some kind of promotional campaign that if you buy a burger, cool drink is free. So they'll make them habituated with cool drink. Next time they will say burger with cool drink full charge. Then nobody will buy. What they will do? Burger with 50% cool drink price. So this kind of bundled offer is called as a basket analysis. So we generally, when data dump is given to you, sometimes you see people are buying one product with another product. So when you're trying to purchase razor for shaving, okay, so you'll always buy another product with it, like foam or cream, like or aftershave cream. Okay, so they will, when the data dump is given, you will try to study when a customer is buying within his order with one particular product, he's always purchasing another product. So to increase him to buy more, he's buying only one. When I say, when you buy one razor, Gillette Razor Mac 5 Fusion, if I give 50% or 30% discount on the aftershave product, then he'll buy, no, he will not buy one, he'll buy two next time. When he sees that there is an offer, 50% on the aftershave when you buy Gillette Fusion 5. So this is how they formulate the strategies. This is called as a market basket analysis. So depending on the orders, when you try to analyze data, you'll come to know with this product he's buying this product. When he's buying this product, he's buying with that another product. So you try to identify those. There are any relationship between those products by conducting some kind of queries and find out the data. Then you tell that company that these customers are buying this product, along with this product they're buying these other products. So why don't we come up with some sales strategy that we give them 10% discount, or we give them 50% discount on the second product. So mostly you know that when you go to Diwali or any festival, you see that you buy this, you'll get a shirt free, or you buy four shirts, you'll get, with that you'll get 50% discount on other products. So that analysis is called as market basket analysis. We know what is that, but we don't know by what name that concept is in marketing. So let's see this query. Now run this query. Try to see. Now this is how you do, like product A and product B bought together count, like one and one. So based on data, you'll get here like how many with this product, how much is buying the second product. Now here it is, he's buying only once. Sometimes you will get 2 3 numbers based on your data. So this is how we write the query. Product ID. Okay. So for that, because we are using, since we are doing we are using same table, this is called as self join. We have already learned, right, in previous classes, something called as self join. That means, say there is an employee table. Okay. Now within this employee table, you have employee 101 who is reporting to who is the manager. Okay, he's a manager. There is one more record 102. He is reporting to 101. Okay, there is one more record 103. he is reporting to 101. Okay. So, and there is 10. So this is how, when you want to find out, like, when you want to find out, like, the name of this manager, just beside him, like, he's the manager. What his name? Say Ravi. What's his name? Say 102 is Ashok. 103 name is, say, Arif. Okay. I want to show for 102 what is manager's name here. Beside his Ravi, he's a manager itself. So you'll find null. That means when you're in that case, you'll join the same table with itself. But for this, who is the manager? Ravi. For this, who is the manager? Ravi. So you'll write a query in such a way that we have done this already, self-join. Go refer that. So we'll join the same table with itself. That kind of join is self-join. Now in the same thing we are doing here, sales table S1. We are joining the sales table with itself because we are trying to find out one product with that product, what is the other product which is getting sold. So in that case, you do this. So sales on S1 dot customer ID, S2 dot, and S1 dot customer ID. So both customers, but we are going for the, within that customer, we are trying to find out the other product less than or equal to. Then we are grouping by these two. In that case, it will tell that these two products are bought together in the same order. Just go through this. You'll try to understand this. What is market basket analysis? You Google it. You'll get more information on this. So we'll try to find out the most bundled products which sold together. So bundle offer uses this concept, market basket analysis. Identify cross-selling opportunities. That is when you want to, uh, if a product is not getting sold, you try to push it using bundling with other related product to sell them. Now this thing all over. So once this is done, then when you run all these queries, okay, then you try to report to the management. Like what is the possible reason for, because we started with this, like what is our our business scenario was a company similar to Airtel Jio is experiencing declining sales. Okay, but we did so many queries. So based on that, we did 18, 19 queries. So from that 18, 19 queries, we can give our findings, like why their sales are declining, because customers are switching to other brands. Okay, customers switch, which is called a churn, high customer churn, because you see one customer, so there are many customers who are not even buying after 90 days or 120 days. That means probably they might have buying with the other competitor products. So from your query, based on the data, you can give the findings. There may why the sales are declining. There is a high churn. From data, you can make out that. And there are why, you may also see that from network usage table, there are more network issues, data issues, or delay issues, tickets responding, billing problems. Even they try to switch it. So from, because uh, if you look at this database, we created all relevant tables: competitor pricing, complaints, customer usage. So you do a comprehensive analysis and you try to come up with your findings. And also competitive pricing. And sometimes your plans are not selling because the competitor is giving more offer on their plans. So with 299 plan, you are getting one, for example, 2 GB, but the competitor may give you uh, 3 GB per day. So in that case, the prepaid customers will switch. Just to get the data, they will buy a SIM, and they will not do a recharge of your company's product, because they are getting more data. So next month they will buy, they'll, because validity will be there another 1 month for your card. So but when you have for a data situation, you'll buy the competitor's SIM for 1 month because your free SIM they are offering with 3 GB, 10 GB. So you'll stop recharge from regular company recharge, but you'll go for the competitor just to get more data. And they're offering low pricing. So all these things you'll try to know. Weak product portfolio, like outdated recharge plans. You're continuing with same plans. You're not doing any change. And these are all other things like weak local you're not giving more coverage. You're not improving your tower, all those things, signals. You're not looking at after your network. So might be these all things you will come to know from the support table. There is another one table. From there you can make out this thing. We have complaints table. This will show what complaints the customers are raising. From that also you can make out because of high volume of complaints, the customers are switching. So when you run those queries, you will try to come up with your findings. Like this is the reason the sales are declining in last 6 months for our company's product. Now, once you give the reason, like what is happening, next thing is you have to recommend what you have to do. These are all problems. These are all the reasons because of which the sales are declining. Low app engagement. Customers are not using the mobile app. Okay. Or they have a very weak digital experience. So there are many reasons like customer complaints, competitive pricing, weak portfolio, poor. So you'll come to know this thing. Now, what recommendation you do due to the company after your analysis as a data analyst? Then you will say like for high customers, like when you did your RFM analysis, high value customers, because loyal customers, you kick them also, they will not leave you. Okay. But the other categories, high value customers or more spenders, for them to retain them, you do some extra data plus cashback. This, this you offer. For inactive customers who are not buying your product, you gave them 30% recharge discount. And then you do free OTT subscription, give them free OTT subscription. When you buy this, you get Netflix 6 months subscription free. Because the customers, you'll gain the customers because Netflix, maybe it is 3,000 or 5,000 for a year. If you give them 50% discount on a Netflix, you can attract your customer back. The churn means people who have maybe the customers who are about to leave your product or this thing, and they're trying to, you'll make out like since last 30 days, he didn't do any purchase or 60 days. Then there is a churn risk. He may switch to other competitor. In that case, you suggest them, give them free OTT subscription or 50% or OTT, then he will stick. And for heavy data users, people who use every month more data like 200 or 300, okay, for them, you give them unlimited nighttime data. This is how you, when uh, telecom came first into India, like somewhere around um, 1998 and 2000. 1998 was very expensive, but the moment Reliance entered into the market in 2000, uh, they have come up with this like nighttime, daytime the data will be charged, okay, but nighttime voice calling will be free or unlimited data. So for the heavy users, so that way they will stick to your uh, company. So these are the recommendation you can do. Recommendations like to retain the customers. To retain what? To retain customers, you can do this. And for the network related issue, there is a network related issue. Poor what is that? This one. Increase complaints because of network issues. Then what you do? You suggest them. You found, boss, there is a network issues in some areas. So try to, the calls are dropping or those things. So suggest the company try to improve the coverage in that area. That once you do analysis of that table, you can come up this kind of recommendations. Okay. And nowadays you have got the AI engines. You give your data, but this is generally not advisable because no company will ask you. So when you join any company, you will be made to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. That means you cannot just AI agents are available in market. You cannot log into that AI websites and upload a company's file and then ask AI, come on, give me an analysis on this data. Then if company comes to know that you are providing your company's data to AI websites and agents, and they come to know, then the employees will be fired. So that's how. If the company itself has some restricted portals, then they say that, oh, this AI site is there, use this one. Only in that case, you have to use the engines which are available on public portals. So, and try to tell them about what recharge plans and all based on the usage pattern. Pricing, because of competitor pricing, you can come up with budget plans, family packs, student packs, corporate bundles. So this is how they try to, when the sales are declining, they consider all these things. How, because during analysis, you found that the customers are moving and there is poor network quality, and competitor pricing is competitor is offering at a very low pricing. So you introduce these things. Then customer engagement, like your loyal customers, you give them reward points and you give them referral bonus. You tell them if you recommend our product to your company, your friends, you give them bonus and festival offers, cashback programs. So this is how you suggest, so that uh, the very objective of declining sales, maybe in next 2 3 months, the company sales will start growing. So this will do when we learn Power BI, how we can show whatever we have done the analysis, how we can show in dashboards, charts, pie charts. That time we'll go through these things. Okay, we'll try to show complaint resolution time, network issue count, how many. On the dashboards will show like what is the monthly revenue for the company, what is the revenue growth for the company, what is average revenue per uh, unit or per customer or customer lifetime value. You will show on the dashboard, and customer KPIs like what is the retention rate, what is churn rate, what is the percentage the customers are churning, 6%, 10%, and repeat purchase rate. This will do in when we learn Power BI. There we will show the same as telecom data and we'll try to create a dashboard. And so final summary. So we did all these things, like what key findings we got: revenue declining month over month, customer churn increasing, customer complaints and spending less, competitor more, pricing more attractive, certain recharge plan underperforming. You'll try to find out with your queries. When the data dump is given to you, run SQL queries and you try to run your queries. Mostly those are all the queries which I've given 18 to 19. If you know those queries well, then you can do any situation. If they ask you, how do you identify, write a SQL query to find those things. So you can use those. And strategic action, what action you will suggest? You launch retention offers, improve network quality, optimize pricing, strengthen digital channels, increase loyalty programs. Loyalty programs is like, for example, when you are a frequent traveler, you give them launch access for free for credit cards. So instead of waiting on some chairs over there, the company can provide, the credit card companies, they give these loyalty programs. Expected increase customer retention, high recharge frequency. These are all strategy actions which you'll be suggesting. But this is in statistics. When we learn, maybe I'll take a 4 or 5 classes in statistics for statistics, and there I'll teach you these things like what is time series analysis. We saw this already, cohort analysis, RFM segmentation. This we already saw. Okay, time series, maybe in your during your school days you might have learned time series analysis, uh, statistics like year sales, 1919 X sales, 19 91 Y sale. You take a green graph paper, then on the x-axis you plot the year, on the y-axis you plot the sales. Then you draw a line by joining those points. That is called as time series analysis. And then you'll ask what will be the sales in 2025. You take your scale, you increase that line by joining points and map the 2025 with the y-axis. Then you will say, oh, this is the point. That means the sales can be x plus y plus some amount. That analysis is called as time series analysis. Correlation, market by this already we did. So in statistics, what I'll show is this hypothesis testing and A/B. Mostly when there is any problem, why statistics is used? When you do when you want to study some consumer behavior, like you cannot in the whole Andhra Pradesh or Telangana, you cannot go off for all the customers, right? So you do sampling. You take sample. If there are, you cannot go for 100 customers and do your survey, but you can select 10 customers who represent the population. You go to those 10 customers home, you do some survey, get the data, and you try to identify. Mostly when you run some campaigns, the company is running some campaigns on stores or malls or on road shows there. So just to identify whether those campaigns were effective or not. So there we do hypothesis testing, this one. Clustering is used for segmenting. So we will see statistics, these things, hypothesis testing. So simple, like my company has done campaign analysis. In some big mall, they had a stall, they did some campaign and thousands of people came and they purchased or something happened, and then you try to identify whether that helped in increasing the sale or not. So what you do, generally you'll go with some hypothesis saying that campaign has improved the sales. Then you try to prove it, that is true or false. So you make a null hypothesis saying that yes, the campaign has helped in increasing the sale. That's a null hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis you'll make, no, the campaign did not help in making the sales. Now you have to prove that using your sample data. So you will use some chi-square test, or you may use ANOVA, analysis of variance one way, when there is one variable. If there are two variables used, so you may use analysis of variance ANOVA 2 for doing your hypothesis testing. So that I'll for 4 or 5 class I'll take these are all advanced statistics which are used for your advanced analytics. So that we'll see in when I start statistics. I'll take only the important ones. These are all some queries, because sometimes, sir, we have only 5 records, 10 records. These are all some queries which you run. It will try to insert more and more data. For example, I want to insert 50,000 records into this table. Right now we have maybe 10, 15. With that, I'm not able to get good learning with my queries. So these queries are whenever you have less data, you want to create test beds. Test beds like thousands of data you want just to do your analysis and all. So you can use this while loop. Initial customer ID is this is variable. I'm initializing it to 1, and this is a loop. So anything which is inside the loop, I kept this the loop ends here. Okay, I kept this. Okay. Now when I run this query, first initial customer ID is 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 50,000? Yes. I'm trying to insert 50,000 records into this table. Yes. So it goes inside, it runs the insert command. Customer ID is initially 1. Then I'm doing customer name, right? So I'm trying to insert into this table. I'm inserting customer ID. Then I'm trying to insert customer name, which is because the second column is in customer name. So I'm giving customer underscore 1. So customer ID 1, customer underscore 1 is his name. Then customer ID divided by 2. If it is 0, I'm just giving male. If it is not divided by 2, I'm giving it as female. So every row will have either male, female like that, because when you do modulus mathematically, 1 divided by 2 is not 0, then male. 2 divided by 2, next time loop continues. 2 divided by 2, yes, it gives 0, then male, otherwise female record. Then here I'm trying to add the next column. Okay, this is maybe this is age something. And here I'm trying to add the city. Just a mathematical things like it's, I'll show you how it insert the data. Let me take this, because this is how we, when we have less data and when we want to practice, so this is how we generate the data. Let me take a new window. So this is loop. So initial, I'm declaring this variable. I'm storing 1 in it. This is while loop. So anything which is there in that while loop, it is up to here, up to here. Okay. So all these statements will repeat how many times? It will repeat 50,000 times, and 50,000 records will be inserted. That's the usage of while loops. These are loops means any code which you want to run repeatedly based on certain condition. And see at the bottom, one record is inserted. I'm trying to increase. At the rate customer ID is equal to, previously it was 1 plus 1 is, it is 2. Now it goes up again, 2 less than or equal to 50, yes, then second record, then it becomes 3, then goes up inside like 49, 50. Once it becomes 51,000, then this fails, then your loop stops, and by that time you have got 50,000 records on your table. Now let's see, we'll run this. Before you try to check this, you have a parse symbol, check whether syntax is right or not. Okay, command execute successfully. Now I'm running this, execute. Now this query is, see, it's looping inside and it is inserting. So it is cannot duplicate key. Maybe in our table, customer table, maybe the numbers are there. I think 1, 2, 3 numbers are already there. So it is violating the primary key. Maybe what we'll do is, let's see whether any data. What is the customer ID? Is it 1, 2, 3, or it is starting from 100? Okay, see, it's starting from, can you see 50,000 records are inserted? Because already
Yeah.
we have already had 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that didn't insert.
Yeah.
Like we have up to maybe we had up to 10 records maybe, or 8 records. So those 8, say up to here we had records. Can you see this? Up to Neha Verma we have records. But can you see the pattern from here? Customer 9, these are all inserted by our code. Customer 9, 10, can you see this?
Customer time. Okay.
Yeah.
There is a no
This is,
customer name.
yeah. Now that's what we are giving, right? Yeah. Customer 9. That means up to here, up to 8, there are customer already. In the data, in our table, there is data already with this number 8. That's why it didn't insert customer 1, customer 2, customer 3. See, we are giving this name, customer underscore. Can you see, while inserting, we are doing this. Insert concat, customer with the number. Concat function, what will do? It will add this text with this value. What is the value? 10. So customer hyphen 10. Then it becomes 11, customer hyphen 11. So that way it will add the data. See, every row, male, female is coming. So this is how we added the data. So these are all just to create a test bed to run your queries to have more data. Then we run this kind of queries. So I have certain queries here. You can use this. Okay. A simple, I'll show you one while loop so that you will learn what is while loop. Say for example, I'll declare a variable. I want to display number from 1 to 10 at the rate, say some variable name counter, which is of type int, initial value 1. It's while, do while, right? What's the syntax? Okay, while, begin, end. Okay. Declare spelling is wrong. Declare I'm declaring this variable at the rate. Any variable should start with the letter at the rate. Initial value I'm giving it as 1. If I don't give 1 here like this, it's of type int, then you have to do like this, set at the rate ctr is equal to 1. So I'm initializing that variable to 1. So do, is it do while or just while?
What is the CPR?
While, sorry,
What is the
any
CPR?
name like a counter, it which we are trying to say, I'll give a. If it is confusing, let's give a variable. That's a variable which will store a value. Okay, initially what I am storing in that? 1, right? I'm assigning 1. Now let me check what is this thing. You have print also, print at the rate a. Now just run this. I'm declaring a variable, I'm storing 1 and I'm printing that. Now you see what it will print. It will print what is there in this value, in this variable?
Yeah,
1.
1. Yeah,
Yeah, it will print that 1. Can you see this 1?
yeah.
So instead of that, I don't want to print that way. I want to use select. I can give this select. Run. Select will give like this 1. If I give 2 here, what will be there in that? Let's say 6. I'll give this name as a value. A value like this. Run this. What is the value of a?
6.
6. So it will show
6.
the column heading as a value and the value it has got is 6. Now, I don't want this. I want to print the values. Somebody asks you, can you write a SQL query to print values from 1 to 10? That means you want to check your knowledge of programming. This got programming. So we have got while
Statements. While begin.
at the rate a less than or equal to, I want to print values from
10.
1 to 10. So select at the rate a. Then I have to, so select, then syntax is you have to use begin. Your code begins here for that while. You're printing that value. Then I want to increment that value because next number should come, right?
Yeah.
So I will increment. And then I'll try to print that I'm printing and incrementing. So set, then this while is end here. So begin will have end. So this is how we write while loop. Now run this code. Now see 1, 2, 3, 4, it is printing, right?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
Yeah. Or you just say print. Run this. It will print like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this how, because these two statements, how many times they are executing? How many
10
times?
times.
Yeah.
10
This is
times.
our called as loops, and we have used this here inside to generate our data. So this code, using this code to insert the data into customers, how many records we're inserting? 50,000.
50,000.
And yeah, we're just creating concatenate is simple thing. Let's say this is simple function. Let's say declare at the rate some string, some variable name 1 is I'm giving declare string as varchar of 50
Is this
is
string
equal to,
function?
yeah, it's, yeah, concat is a string function, but if I can give s1, okay,
No problem.
I can
String function
I
also.
can create another variable s2 and I can give this. Now I want to add them together. Select, so concatenate. I think this concatenate function. I think it doesn't have concatenate. Concat, I think it is.
Concat.
Yeah, concat. See here this concat function.
Just a
Concat.
concat.
Yeah, just concat and s1 comma s2. Now you see what will happen. Sheikh Nizamuddin coming together. Now in between I want some space. I can give a space here, or I can give a space here. I'm joining those two strings like this. And you can give any column name as full name. Like that. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing.
Okay, so the point is loops, when you want to execute certain code some number of times based on a condition, then we use loops. And today I've shown you, like, if you want to create some test data, so this is what I'm doing here. Customer ID, because customer has one column, customer ID, another column is name. So name I'm giving as customer underscore one. Again, the loop will run because it will run 50,000, because we are starting the counter from where? From 1, right? You can give any name here, @A, @B. That's a counter. So 1 less than or equal to 50,000, yes, it will come inside. Or if it is not 50,000, then it will break the loop, it will go out. So we are inserting customer ID 1, customer underscore 1 will be his name. So 1 divided by 2, it will not give 0. So that record will be inserted as, this is case statement, case. So that record will be inserted as female. Then this is maybe, what is the next column in the table? Maybe where age is there, I think. Then we are dividing customer ID by, you can give any number like 2, 3, 4, it's up to you. So we are giving the cities here, we are hard coding conditions. So first record, whichever matches, that will go with that city name. And here we are giving the customer some other column, then the sale date is this, what we are doing here. So just go through this. So likewise, we have got in product also, I'm inserting the products data. See here, this query will run and it will add how many records? 100 records to the products table in just one shot. No need of writing insert 100 times. So this will write the data to your table. Sales also, I'm doing something here. This will add sales data. This will add customer usage data. How many records? 20,000 or 2 lakh records. So we're writing some logic, mathematical logic and all, to dump the data into the table for our practice and all. So that's, I think that's for today. Any questions? We can
No
go
questions.
through these queries, because already I have done this, so I'm not going through this again. So that's all for today. So no questions, right?
Can you stop the recording? I can answer the question.
Shall I stop?
Yeah, you can stop the recording. Just I'm asking one question. ఇప్పుడు ఈ డేటా ఉంది కదా, నేను కొత్తగా మళ్ళీ ప్రిపేర్ చేయాలి.